The Confederate flag is commonly seen in southern states and plays a large role in the history of our nation. Its presence, however, has caused problems and sparked controversial debate over whether or not it should be allowed on public grounds. But first, let's find out a few facts about the origin of the Confederate flag. What we often assume as the Confederate flag was actually not the Confederate flag, but the battle flag, and the common name of stars and bars, which we often hear, belonged to the first national flag of the Confederacy. Did you know there are actually 3 flags of the Confederacy? The first national one, looked similar to the one of the United States. The Confederate Army in Virginia provided this battle flag as an alternative out of fear that the national flag of the Confederacy was too similar to that of the United States and that it would cause confusion during the battle. This is where the Confederate flag or battle flag came from. The battle flag came to be known as the Southern Cross. The stars on the flag increased as the states continued to secede. The flag was born in 1861 and was flown until the end of the war in 1865. So what has caused all this debate? An unfortunate shooting that occurred in a church in Charleston, South Carolina has sparked great debate on the public appearance of the Confederate flag on the grounds such as the Capitol, state courts, and more. The guy who committed the massacre was seen online holding a Confederate flag, sparking the debate of its racial foundation. This debate, although it has been more focused recently, has been going on since the 1980s. So what are the both sides of the debate? Heritage versus hate. Many people believe that its use ties back to slavery issues, and that its appearance on governmental grounds provides evidence that racism still exists within our legislature. Some are fighting not just for the flag, but for anything on public grounds associated with the Confederacy should be removed. Some believe it is a symbol of treason and white supremacy, and that its negative associative thoughts prove that its presence on state ground should go extinct. Others believe it is symbolic and holds the history of our ancestors who died in the war, and believe it is cruel to take away something that presents their bravery, pride, and what they fought for years. It is a symbol of history and heritage, not hate. They argue that the war was not about slavery, but states' rights in general. And they argue that just because horrible groups and hate crime individuals associate with a flag, people shouldn't associate with hate and racism, arguing that it doesn't apply to everyone. Many states have begun discussing the fate of the flag's presence, and some have already passed legislation allowing its removal, including South Carolina. Some companies, such as Walmart, had items from their shelves removed that had Confederate flag associated with it. For the past few weeks, we have seen the removal of the flag in different parts of the nation, and we still continue to see and hear about this great debate until a solution can bring us to peace.